Marriage rates are declining all over the world. Currently, 89% of the world's population lives in a country in which the rate of marriage is falling. Sound the alarm ASAP. What's happening? Well, before I even begin to unpack this concept, let me briefly introduce myself. My name is Marissa Senya, and I am a freedom coach. I help women who are trapped in unhealthy relationship dynamics by providing strategic guidance and resources so that they gain the confidence, clarity, and support that they need to peacefully exit relationship dynamics that no longer serve them. In today's video, I'm going to unpack a recent article that I came across about the rates of marriage falling all over the world, particularly why women seem to be the ones that are opting out of marriage globally. So I wanted to unpack this because this is something that is being explored. There have been articles written about what's happening from various perspectives, be it Japan, the US, Barbados, Canada, Korea, parts of Africa, parts of Latin America, you name it. We are seeing the same trend. And so it begs the question, what's going on globally? What are women waking up to, right? And are we as women waking up to the same concerns about this institution? So before I even begin to unpack this, let me say this. I am not pro or against marriage. I think that people should do what benefits them. If it's in alignment with your values and your purpose, and you find the right partner that is in alignment, yes, absolutely, do the thing. Have the type of relationship that serves your highest good. But I do want to unpack this concept because that's basically, this channel is about, breaking unhealthy relationship dynamics, and we have to talk about the institution of marriage and how historically it's one that has not been beneficial for women. Historically speaking, marriage has been something that has been more transactional, right? It's been about property, about alliances, about security, securing the bag, as they say now, but really it's always been some sort of a contract. Recently, with the Netflix series that came out, Queen Charlotte, that was one of the popular trending shows. And one thing I noticed having watched it was here was this, I think, 17-year-old girl who was royalty in another country that had no choice whatsoever in who she was supposed to marry, and was basically handpicked to marry this king in another country. And of course, her life was uprooted. And we know, as the story goes, she made the best out of a less than ideal situation. But there was fear, and there was no choice in the matter whatsoever. And so that was obviously in a different time. But when we talk about, the history, we need to sit with that and explore the ways that that history might still be inflicting some harm, or puts women at a disadvantage. So this article that I was reading is based on a study now that has become a book to explore this concept of why women are opting out of marriage. and it's based out of the work of a University of Houston anthropologist, Dinah Hannaford, and her team. She wanted to kind of dig below the headlines and go beyond the sensational journalism and look at things from an anthropological perspective, and to find out what was happening beyond North America, but to focus on other cultures, and to find out why this was still the trend regardless of where she and her team studied this topic. And so some of the things that the researchers were able to identify was that some of the reasons that women were now beginning to opt out of marriage was that it included infidelity, tired of not having the same value around monogamy and what commitment means. It's one thing if you subscribe to a non-traditional relationship partnership, but again, that's something that your partner should also be on board with. One person can't be the one that's not committed. So then we have something like infidelity be an issue. Another issue, or this is not an issue, but another reason was increased career and professional opportunities, which would spell out a greater opportunity for independence. So the economic factor, or what was seen as the benefit of remaining in a relationship that where the power dynamics were not in your favor as a woman, started to wane with increasing career opportunities and offering a greater sense of, well, I can fend for myself here, and we're not going to starve, right? We're going to be okay. And then there was also this sense of finding security outside of a male partner, since this was definitely more focused on heterosexual relationships, but they were finding more of that security with the extended family and siblings, as opposed to just the romantic partner. And so when you unpack that historically around the world, marriage has not been something that has been ideal for women. Today, in 2023, you are seeing more women start to question and say, well, let me pause, or let me delay entry into a marriage, or if they have already been married, so they're divorced, they might pause and say, I don't feel the need to rush to remarry, which is also, right, a new thing, because historically, a divorced or widowed woman would want to remarry quickly, because, again, still needs that sense of security, especially if she had children. But today, the idea of having, the career that has provided that level of independence, women can come to the decision making that best serves and meets their highest good. So it's an interesting book. It's an interesting article, and I would definitely, I'm going to link that to this video, and you guys can explore the article in depth, and probably even order the book, which is out now. But I think for me, as I start to think about that, one of the big questions the book asks was, why is marriage so consistently disappointing for women? That's something to unpack, and we will definitely explore that. But I would love to hear some of your opinions. Why do you think that on a global scale that marriage has been consistently, it doesn't matter what part of the world you're in, you're going to hear stories, you're going to hear the frustrations of women when it comes to this topic. Definitely put your comments below. I would love to hear your insights on that, and yeah, you'll definitely hear my own insights over time as as I continue to explore this topic and topics of unhealthy relational dynamics in this channel. What I do want to say is that the focus won't just be on romantic relationships, it will also be on family dynamics as well as friendships, and other spaces in which we as women, our lives are intertwined. So, how do we choose ourselves over and over again, regardless of the environment we're in? So, I look forward to exploring that and for you to join me on this journey. If this video has been valuable and you found value in it, definitely like and subscribe to this channel, and feel free to share with another woman or individual you think would benefit from hearing this conversation and being a part of the dialogue, because I want to hear your insights as well. All right. So the homework assignment for this one, definitely in the comments, why do you think marriage has been consistently so disappointing for women? I look forward to hearing your thoughts. Until next time, keep well.